Hello fellow collectors, and welcome to Gallic Gun Toys. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video, and today we're reviewing the S.H.Figuarts ZAMASU Potara figure by Bandai Tamashii Nations from Dragon Ball Super. So this is Zamasu in his merged form, when Zamasu is merged with Goku Black. Really excited to finally have this in hand. I ordered 2 of them. So, really excited to have one of each form in the display. So we've got all the pieces we need for Mutant Zamasu, and we've got all the pieces for the God with the little ring, halo, whatever you call it. Yeah, so let's just jump straight into it, guys. Nice presentation on the box, but let's crack her open, shall we? We have merged Zamasu out of the box, so let's have a closer look at everything that he comes with. So he's got his mutant half arm, he's got his mutant half sort of face in like an evil scowl. That's really awesome. We'll have a closer look at the faces in a second. Then we've got like a screaming mutant face, then we've got just the neutral face he comes with, and more of an angry non-mutant face there. He's got the outstretched palms for the display you guys saw on the back with the halo snapped in behind him. And he's got like some instant transmission fingers, it looks like. That's actually really cool, that little outstretched hand he's got there. With like the finger curled in, that's pretty cool. And then he's just got your basic grappling hand that just about every S.H.Figuarts comes with. This little bit here is this brilliant little stand that just clips between the 2 parts here. It's really, really good. At first I was looking at it, I wasn't quite sure how it worked. But yeah, it just clips in to the back piece there. That's actually really, really cool. I was wondering how they were going to do that. I thought maybe they might add a stand in and it might all come like that, but no, that's how it comes. So just a little quick look at how that actually works. So then, yeah, you've got the ring on the back there. We won't be taking that off because we'll be having a closer look at the figure I just brought in. Okay, so let's get a better look at these faces, and I really love this smirking half-mutant face here on the left. It looks great. All the faces, I feel they've done a really, really great job, but these mutant faces just look great. One side really looks like his face is melting, and they even included, I'm guessing that's the neck joint, but we're going to find out what that goes to in a second, and we've just lost a heap of pieces. Okay, so let's turn him into Mutant Zamasu, and then we can have a look at both versions side by side. Okay, so we've got Mutant Zamasu all put together, and I'll be honest with you guys, this is the first time I've ever had to actually look at the instructions for an S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball figure. And yeah, the only thing I had trouble with was this neck joint here, this little neck peg. So when you take the head off, this little bit here actually has to come off, and as you can see, it's quite tight around this socket. So yeah, it is a little bit of work, and we'll just take a little bit of quiet finagling. It probably took me about 5 or 10 minutes. I actually had to turn the camera off midway through the review just because it was taking too long. But I'm really happy with this mutant half. I do have the Dragon Stars merged Zamasu that's half mutant, so I'll bring that in a little bit for a comparison, just so you guys can see the difference between the 2. But quickly, let's bring in the other Zamasu, just so you can have a look how they look side by side, maybe judge for yourself if you only want one of them and how you would display it. I personally like both of them. I would find it hard to pick between how I would have them posed. This one I'm thinking I might even put on a flight stand and have a Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta flying up to battle him. This guy here I'm thinking is going to be battling my custom Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue. So overall, really, really solid. I'll get Mutant Zamasu out of the way for a minute. and we'll just have a look at the regular non-mutant, and just show you guys how he looks. I really like this sort of halo effect. It's really cool. The little stand we've got here for it is really good. It's articulated, so you can bend it back, bend it forward, depending on what you want out of your display. It actually looks cool bent forward a little bit, so maybe if he was sort of, I don't know, you can play around with it. But yeah, I really like the addition of this little ring, and the fact that they've added in the merged parts. It just makes it completely worthwhile, and I could not be happier. Now we've had a good look at both versions of the figure, let's get into some comparisons. First we'll touch on some other SH, and then we'll move on to the Dragon Stars Zamasu. Okay, for our first comparison, we will have a quick look at the S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta from Dragon Ball Super Broly the movie. This is one of the most recent releases. And then we've got the Goku that goes alongside that Vegeta, also from Dragon Ball Super Broly the movie, also one of the most recent releases. And as you can see, he also looks fantastic with them. Just these colours just really work together, and I can't wait to get them all into a display together. And as promised, guys, here is a look at all three. So we've got the original Dragon Stars Mutant Zamasu here, and then we've got our two SH. I will get this SH out of the way just so we can have a little look at the two of them and a little bit of a breakdown. Now this one had very basic articulation, but still was pretty good for what it is. Looks good just standing there on a shelf. But yeah, this is where it's at. The face, the articulation, and yes, I know the price point is completely different. But for me personally, yeah, this wasn't a bad stand-in, and it still looks alright with my Dragon Stars. I did originally, when I got this, intend to put this with my S.H.Figuarts, but they're just Dragon Stars just aren't up to the same level of quality that the SH are. They're really not. But you wouldn't expect them to be. You know, they're not anywhere in the same ballpark in price. The Dragon Stars here in Australia, they're like a $25 to $35 figure. Whereas Zamasu here, I think he was like, might have cost me about 140 Australian, give or take. I can't quite remember. I know I paid a little bit over 250, maybe a bit more for both of them shipped. But I can't complain with that. Really fantastic figure. Yeah, so overall, guys, I think this new merged Zamasu is fantastic. I'm looking forward to when they actually do a just regular Zamasu, but that should be a lot easier since they have a good chunk of the parts they need after this release. So that's really cool. Yeah, I don't really know what more I can say. Super stoked that they just keep pumping out Dragon Ball Super characters, and we just keep expanding that roster. It's just awesome. And honestly, guys, I don't think I've been this impressed with an S.H.Figuarts for quite some time. Like, I love all S.H.Figuarts, and I always get super excited for them. But these ones in particular, just the accessories and the attention to detail, and just the colouring, like the beautiful shading you've got going on in the hair, not really anywhere else, but it just looks so good, and I couldn't be happier. And I think it's a 10 out of 10 for me, because I don't really have any gripes, except for that neck peg. That is a bit of a pain in the ass, but if you can get past that, or you have two of them like me and you're only going to have to do that once, that's really great. Alright, fellow collectors, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like down below. It really helps the channel out a great deal. If you're not already a subscriber, do hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 1,000 subs now. Don't forget, you can also follow me on Facebook at Galagun Toys. Thank you as always for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.